Hi guys, and welcome to today's 3ds Max tutorial session. Now, so far we have seen about the room modeling, furniture modeling, window modeling, door modeling. Right now we are going to see about the carpet which is on the floor over here and these electrical switches. People, right now you have to say yes because you have learned everything right now so far to model. If you look at this image, the wall, yes, you have learned. Even if you say I haven't learned photo frame, trust me people, you have, because the box command is the one which is being used over here. Only thing is you have to just develop your design concepts so that you can have a more designer module process. Look at this table, we did in the furniture modeling. Look at the sofa, we did. Even the windows, we did in the window modeling. Door modeling. Everything has been taught to you so far. The last thing which is left in this room is the carpet modeling and this electrical switch modeling. Trust me people, this is not that big much of a task. It's very simple. Let's get back to 3ds Max and see how it's being done. So now we are in 3ds Max. Let's start creating the carpet first. The carpet is a geometry which is made of box. Let's create a box. Let's say about of this much. And always make sure that the height is minimum for the carpet. Let's say 0.2 centimeter. It's very simple people, because carpet is the most easiest thing which you can ever make in 3ds Max. Let's go to the modifier. Let's apply an option called hair and fur. You can choose it at first, otherwise you just press H. It will automatically take you to hair and fur options. Hair and fur. Once it is being applied, you have all the parameters which is being applied for the box, which will actually look like hair and fur, but it is not hair and fur. It is just a number of polygons which is being inserted on that box in all the different directions. These general parameters, suppose if you are not able to see this, you have to scroll down. At first you will be seeing this top portion. You have to scroll down in order to get all the details about the parameters. Here the hair count is this much, hair segments 5, hair passes 5, but for now I am just going to reduce its scale because the hair looks very big. It doesn't look like a carpet. So let me reduce the hair scale. That's well and good enough. So let me just see how it will actually look like. Let me render it without applying any materials. There you go. It looks shiny, smooth and everything, but it is okay. It is good. Okay. Now let me close this. Let me zoom in a little bit more in order to do any other detailings which I want. Okay. Here we go. You got it. Hair pass density is 100%. Cut length it is 100. Root thick it is 5. The root thickness, this portion is said to be as 5. Let me reduce it to 1. Let's see how does that look like. Let me render. As you can see, it became like a dot. It looks like a broomstick right now. So let me increase the root thickness to 5 back again. Let's render it again. Just wait for it people, because first it renders the geometry, then it renders the hair and fur separately. So make sure you wait or you have a good graphics performance in order to make it faster. The sharp edges tells you that it looks like carpet or it looks like a broom. It determines how the carpet has to look like. Suppose if you want the carpet to have a smooth finish but not as this normal turbo smooth finish, you always go for tip thickness. Let me say the tip thickness is 0.5. That will become 1 centimeter. That will be too much. Let's make it, okay, let it be 0.5 itself. Let's render it right now. Just look at the tip of the hairs. It gets thicker slowly. Let's make it 1. See, it's becoming more thick. If you want to increase the hair count, you can always increase it from here. From 15,000 you can make it to 30,000, 50,000, so that your hair looks more clouded together. So this is how you create a hair and fur effect so that you get a carpet feeling in your design. So next thing which we will see about right now is the electrical appliances which we saw in that image. So let me delete this one, because every time when I move my image, due to this realistic effect, it always lowers my graphic performance. So let's create a switch. The switch which we saw in the image, I am sure you are all very well aware right now how to do it, since you know the editable polygon method very clearly. So let's increase the segments. I am not able to see the edges. Why? It's because I haven't activated the edge faces options over the view. Let me click on the edge faces. Let me keep it in shaded mode. Now let's see. This is well and good. Okay, I can have 2 more or 3 more. Let me have it 2 more itself. That is fine. So now right click it. Let's convert it into editable poly. I'm going to select the vertices. Let me make it like a cover. Remember people, the basics are the most important things in 3ds Max. If you avoid basics, then nothing can help you. Trust me. Okay people, now that is it for now. Let's make it more convenient for the switches to take place. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. Okay, that should work good. Now here what I'm going to do, I have to keep the switches inside. First it has to become like a hole. So what I'll do, I'll just select the faces of these. Let me select it. I'll just push it one by one inside so that it'll look like as if the face has gone inside. Let me use the extrude option. Let me push it inside. Yes, that looks good. Now what I can do is I can just extrude just one face at a time, and here what I can do, I can select only the face of these 2 points and push it inside. Let's go to the front view. I'll give the vertices option. Let me select only the 2 from the top. Be careful people, because while choosing the vertices, that is going to play the important role over here. Let's move it inside. I'm going to move it inside, far bit inside. Now you see, you get the switch idea. Now you can even do the same for these things, and you can do anything you want. Some people come and ask, how can I make a hole in this portion so that you can have it like a wire socket? In order to do that, we have to go through a process called Boolean. Now what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to make this whole portion over here. Let's make the whole portion. In order to do that, I'm going to create 3 cylinders over here in the shape of the circle. Let's go to the F3 mode. Let me reduce the radius a little bit, because the top socket, the top neutral one, earth one, is much bigger than the small ones. So let me make a copy of this over here. Okay, let me reduce the radius of this because it's much smaller. Let me make a copy here. Okay, then let me select these 2. Let me make a copy over here. Okay, but these 2 will be a little bigger than the one which is above. Okay, now I'm going to select everything which is over here. So let me keep it as a surface of the extrusion which I did. Now I select it. I go to compound objects from the geometry section. Compound objects. When you go inside, you'll see an option called Pro Boolean or Boolean. Of course, you can go for both, but my suggestion, go for a Pro Boolean from the start. Start picking. Click at Start Picking, which tells you that select the holes which you want to make. Now this is the set which I have made. I'm just going to click on them one by one. Let's go to F3 mode. There you go. Your socket is done just like that. So this is how simple you make your electrical appliances. If you want mixie, fridges, you can make anything which you want. Most of the people right now download it from online, but I suggest you make your own model just for once. Once will be well and good enough. Then you can just alter the materials which you are going to show in your designs, and 3ds Max will give you the best perfect rendering which you can ever imagine. So see you guys, see you in the next session with the next new topics and interesting stories to learn about 3ds Max.